What's it been like the last few days after that play? Have you heard about it kind of nonstop? Or
I heard about it, a couple of times, well, a lot of times, but our thing is, it was just a play to move on to the next game. We can't be stuck on that one play because we got another great team coming up.
Cass, it looked like you were ready for that shovel pass there early in the game.
Yeah, we've been beat on the last 3 games. Coming in the game, me and Frost was talking about like one of us got to stop that play, and I totally didn't even do my assignment because I read it. I supposed to have it back on the play, but I seen it coming, so I just went on ahead and played with instinct. But I'm pretty happy that we actually stopped it because maybe we'll stop getting it week after week after week.
What about the option? Do you guys feel better on the option now?
We know when we're gonna get the option, and that's the teams go to when we in back front, and we practice it all through the week, so I feel like we're pretty good on it.
So what does Ellis Johnson say when you don't do your assignment but make a great play? Is he happy about that, or what happens there?
I feel like there's not very much he can say, but he really don't say a lot. And he tells us to play inside the scheme, so as long as we make play inside the scheme, and especially if it's a running play, like he's real physical towards the run. He wants to not let a team get a certain amount of yards, and I feel like we've been doing that pretty well also.
Did you and Chris come in kind of fired up to make the linebackers a bigger strength of this team than they had been regarded as the last few years?
Yeah, I'd say it came between around the second game. We feel like that the Auburn linebackers want to get a lot of recognition, and me and Frost trying to take it upon ourselves, to make those linebacker plays that those great guys made when they came through Auburn, and I feel like we're doing pretty well at that. We take us being on the field at the same time is pretty serious. We feel like we're on the field at the same time. We got a great chemistry, and when I'm wrong, he made me right, and when he's wrong, I make him right, and I feel like that's how I got to be.
You spent a lot of time in the offseason talking about your move to middle linebacker. I know it's hard in the middle of the season to take a step back, but can you think about how you've transitioned and some of the things you've learned and how you feel you've progressed in that process?
I love being being a man of the defense, and I just love to hear people say, well, your defense, you make the call, stuff like that. And coming from that transition, it's not very much. It's just being more vocal. And you're not, as a middle linebacker, you really don't play in a lot of space in this defense. And I make a lot of plays inside the box, and the plays that I make outside the box is off effort. And he said, Coach Johnson sets me up to make plays that I should make. And transition, it's not very different. I can go back to play Will, and it wouldn't be no different.
I know you did it as a true freshman. It was different defenses, but just what's the biggest difference from when you were a true freshman trying to be middle in that defense to this defense?
Yeah, it's a big difference. The verbiage, the play call is probably like a sentence long, and you with Coach Johnson, you don't have somebody on your back, waiting for you to do wrong, he expect you to do right, he actually coaches you and stuff yelling at you, and he makes you feel comfortable. He makes you feel like it's all right to mess up. When you mess up, you just gotta learn from it and keep going. And it's totally a big difference from that defense my freshman year and this defense. Just you play faster.
What's the key to the improved pass rush Saturday? Was it individual play? Was it the schemes you guys were running?
Pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
We found out something that they couldn't handle, and we went with it. We found out that a gut fire they couldn't handle, and we just went with it. And it was a success. And it wasn't a plan coming into the game, but we ran it 1 or 2 times. We were like, oh man, they can't handle it, so we kept on going the whole game. Sometimes it gave me the freedom to call it myself when I felt like it was a pass situation. I feel like I made some good decisions. It's just something that they couldn't handle.
It's called a gut fire?
Yeah.
And what happens on that play?
I don't want to talk about it specifically.
How important is that going forward, especially Saturday going against the freshman quarterback?
We get into the game plan today, so I really don't know much right now, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna pressure him and trying to make it like another LSU game. Put pressure on the quarterback.
Sorry, when you're on that play, when you and Chris are both blitzing in the A gaps, how often would you say it is that, because you both pursued it after and obviously made the play that happened, but how often do you say that you are able to make a play in pursuit after blitzing in the A gap on a play like that?
Anytime. I mean,
But is it pretty rare that you're able to actually get back and make a stop when you're supposed to be?
yeah.
presenting?
Yeah. I mean, on plays like that, it's all about what you see. You just got to play with your eyes. That's basically what we did.
The touchdown to Ingram when he kind of ran that little out route. Did you think he was just going to keep going toward the boundary? I guess.
See, the offense is similar to ours, and he started off as like a horn, like we call it a horn, when he loops around and tries to block the backer. And we thought it was a run, so we read run. And of course, linebackers got to step up and defend the run. And he got behind linebackers. Then that becomes the safety job. But the whole defense just read run. It was just a great play by them and the coverage we was in.
Do you wonder if that's going to be a Ricardo Lewis, Chris Davis type play that people remember for a long time? The fumble?
No,
No.
not at all. I mean, that's those plays. I mean, you got to think of the moment and the time of the year. We had to have wins in those plays.
You ever get tired of hearing the team can't pass rush? Throughout the first 7 games, it seemed to be what everybody's talking about. You ever get tired of hearing about that?
No, I mean, we come along. I mean, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The next day. Like we gonna get better, and it's getting better actually. If you ask me, and if you ask the unit, and I don't get tired of it. We just gotta show up.
All right, we're good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
Thank you.